Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in! Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons and Dragons, and welcome to the channel that takes power gaming to the next level. Today, on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we're talking about the spell Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. I'm not super impressed with a lot of the spells that come from Tasha's, but this one's okay. We're giving this one a B. It has its uses. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, so 6th level spell. We're done with the S's. That was one spell, Sunbeam, and now we're off to the T's, which is Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. We're giving this a B. It's usable by sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. It takes a bonus action to cast it, so that makes it very valuable. It is range of self, verbal, somatic, and material component. An object engraved with a symbol from the outer planes worth at least 500 gold pieces. That should be pretty doable for an 11th level character, and it doesn't go away after you cast a spell. So you keep using the object over and over and over again. Lasts for a minute. It does require concentration. You do want to concentrate on this spell. So, uttering an incantation, you draw the magic of the lower or upper planes. So, hell, the 9 hells or the abyss, or like Elysium or something like that. And you transform yourself, you gain the following benefits until the spell ends, as long as you're concentrating. You are immune to fire and poison, lower planes, or radiant and necrotic damage, upper planes. So note, Wall of Fire becomes a very useful spell at this point. Or radiant and necrotic damage, so that's for, you know, your angelic type of beings. You are immune to the poison condition or the charmed condition. So there's a lot of spells that will not work on you because they have a rider in them that says if they're immune to the charmed condition, it won't work. Like, I think, Believe Suggestion. So the other one is you're immune to the poison condition, which that comes into play if you're coming up against something that does do the poison condition. You get wings, and you have a fly speed of 40 feet for the duration of the spell. That's awesome. You have a +2 bonus to your armor class. That also is awesome. All your weapon attacks are magical, and when you make a weapon attack, you can use your spellcasting ability modifier instead of your strength or dexterity. That in itself makes you a very potent weapon attack individual. And that's for attacks and damage rolls. You can attack twice instead of once when you take the attack action on your turn. You ignore this benefit if you already have the feature like extra attack that lets you attack more than once when you take the attack action. Okay, so let's look into this. Which of these classes do I think is going to benefit the most, or what kinds of combinations of classes there are? Obviously, Wizard has a couple of things. The Blade Singer gets to take advantage of a lot of this stuff except for the last bullet, the 6th bullet, because when you're casting this spell at that level, if you're a 6th level or higher Blade Singer, which you should be, you are going to get an extra attack anyway, so you're not going to benefit from that. But now all of your weapon attacks use your spellcasting modifier, which is your intelligence. At this level, your intelligence should at least be a +4, if not a +5. So now all of a sudden, that dex that may not be equal to your intelligence is really good, because now you can use your intelligence score for your attacks and damage rolls. You also have a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier +2. Here it is right there, +2. So a blade singing wizard at this level should have, if they cast Mage Armor, which is 13 plus their intelligence modifier, I believe. Let's completely verify that. Let's go Mage Armor. Mage Armor. I think it's 13. It's either that or it's 13 plus Dexterity. Mage Armor is 13 plus Dex. Okay, so you're going to have a pretty good Dex anyway if you're a Blade Singer. So we're going to get a 13. Let's say you got a +3, so that's a 15. +2 is 17. And if you're a Blade Singer, it's going to be in probably another 4 or 5, so it's going to be 21 or 22. If you have a Cloak of Protection or a Ring of Protection, it's going to be 22 or 23 or 24, depending on what you've got. So it could all the way up to 24, and if you cast that shield spell, it'll go all the way up to around 27 to 29. So you, with this spell, have awesome armor class if you were a Blade Singer. You've got a 40-foot movement. You get a walking speed is 10 feet, not fly speed. So that does not benefit from your fly speed. But you got a bonus to your damage too. And because you got extra attacks and you're casting cantrips in place of those extra attacks, Booming Blade is a great thing. Booming Blade or Flame Blade or Sword Burst, those are also great spells too. So just keep in mind, this is a very good spell that goes along with this. It highlights, it complements a lot of these things very well. Very, very, very well. Now, what other kind of wizard do I like with this? Well, the War Magic Wizard is pretty good. Now, they don't get 2 attacks, but once this spell goes into effect, they will get 2 attacks. They get a bonus to their initiative. They can get a bonus to their AC. Now, they don't get the same bonus that the Blade Singer gets, but they do get another bonus, and they can use this as a reaction. So when you use the feature, you can't cast spells other than cantrips until the end of your next turn. And then they've got the Power Surge thing and the Durable Magic. So while they're maintaining concentration on a spell, which this is a concentration spell, they get +2 to AC and saving throws. This would give a +4. So there is that. For Warlocks, I do like to dip a little bit into Warlock with this spell and take another class like the Blade Singer. So a Hex Warrior, Warlock plus the Wizard would be a great combination for this spell because they're getting the Hexblade's Curse. So this is with the Hexblade. You're getting the Hexblade's Curse. You're the Hexed Warrior. You could dip a couple of levels in this so that you could get some of the invocations. There is the Pact of the Blade. So there's I think it's improved Pact of the Blade. Improved Pact weapon, there it is. And or Devil's Sight is another good one too that you could take. The other ones I'm not so sure about. But I would not recommend taking a Warlock all the way up to that level so that you could cast this spell. It's really not... I don't like high-level Warlocks, to be honest. You dip and you get a few things, and then you get out and get another class. For the Sorcerer, the Shadow Magic Sorcerer would not be bad, particularly because they get this Darkness ability, and if they cast it with sorcery points, then they can see through the darkness that they created. They've got the Hound that comes in that can provide a help action for you. Wild Magic is always one of my favorite sorcerers. Some feats to think about taking with this. Mobile feat. So again, you're going to want to be attacking with this spell because you now got a massive bonus to hit. You got good armor class, and you can attack twice possibly. And with the mobile feat, it adds another 10. Your speed increases by 10. Not your walking speed, your speed, which means this now becomes 50. In addition, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. You won't be really using a dash, but this is the big one. When you make a melee attack action against a creature, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity from that creature for the rest of the turn. So you could come in, you could hit him twice, Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, or Sword Burst, and then run away. Another one that's also good for this kind of actions with this spell that would work well is the Swashbuckler. Again, you get fancy footwork, so no attacks of opportunity against that one creature if you make a melee attack against them. Raucous Audacity is okay, but your charisma is probably not going to be that great. So all in all, great spell. Has a lot of potential, but it's very niche for the type of builds that you could think of. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch